right, number 5. Okay. First we want to write it in polar form, so we need to find r, and r is absolute value of z, which we said was square root of negative square root of 30 squared plus negative square root of 10 squared. Oops, that goes over there. So that's equal to 30 plus 10, which is equal to the square root of 40. So you have 4 square root of 10. Not 4 square root of 10, Mary. Taking out the 2. 2 square root of 10. Okay, and then theta is inverse tan of negative square root of 10 over negative square root of 30. So that is tan negative 1 of 1/3. And not 1/3. Just not thinking today, right? Okay. Pop, pop. This would be the square root of 10 over 30. So you can put it together. That gives you the square root of 1/3. And so then I can take the square root of 1. So that's 1 over the square root of 3. And you know that comes out to be, you should know, the square root of 3 over 3. So you get the inverse tan of square root of 3 over 3. What quadrant am I in? I'm in quadrant 3. See, negative, negative. I'm in quadrant 3. And so tangent is square root of 3 over 3 in quadrant 3 at, that would be the 7 pi over 6. So theta is 7 pi over 6. So in our polar form, we would have z equals r, which is, we got 2 square root of 10, a cosine of 7 pi over 6 plus I sine of 7 pi over 6. Our coordinate is 2 square root of 10 and 7 pi over 6. So 2 square root of 10 is about 6.3. So we're going about 6.3 out from 7 pi over 6. So here's 7 pi over 6. And here's 6. So 6.3 would just be pretty close to that. So we would put 2 square root of 10, 7 pi over 6 there. All right, let's do number 6. All right, r is the absolute value of z, which is, the square root of 9 times 4, or 9 times 2, that'd be 18 plus the same thing. So we get the square root of 36, which is equal to 6. So r is 6. And then theta is equal to the inverse tan of 3 square root of 2 over 3 square root of 2. And so you get the inverse tan of 1. And this is in quadrant 1. Positive, positive. It's in quadrant 1. Tangent is 1 at pi over 4. So theta is pi over 4. So our coordinate is 6 and then pi over 4. Finally, one you can graph pretty easily. So in polar form, it would be 6, and then that's your r, and then cosine of pi over 4 plus I sine of pi over 4. 6 cosine pi over 4 plus I sine pi over 4. And we'll graph 6 pi over 4, which very nicely, here's pi over 4, and this is 6. So 6 pi over 4. Thank you for making that so nice. One more of these. Let's do number 7. Okay, r is the absolute value of z, which is the square root of 25 plus 7, which is square root of 32, which is, we can take out the largest we can take out is a 16, so we do 4 square root of 2. So r is 4 square root of 2. Theta is the inverse tan of negative square root of 7 over, negative square root of 7 over 5. So obviously this guy is going to be with a calculator. So, okay, so if I take the inverse tan of negative square root of 7 divided by 5, I get, now what I get to start off with is negative 27.885. No, just hang on a second. Get negative 27.88, we'll just say 6. Now, this is in quadrant positive in the front and negative on the back. This is quadrant 4. And so this could very well be in quadrant 4 if you're going backwards. But let's go forwards so that, because I'm over here, I want to give me the whole positive one. So I would take 360 and subtract that, right? So 360 minus, and so I would really add the negative. And we got 332.1. So we're going to say theta is 332.1. It also is 27.88. I just wanted to use the positive one. Okay, I wanted to use, instead of going backwards with a negative angle. Okay, so 332 we'll just say 11 degrees. Okay, so it's 4 square root of 2, 332.11 degrees. So 4 times the square root of 2 is about 5.7. So we're looking at about 5.7. And 332 be somewhere right around here. So we'll say this is 4 square root of 2, 332.11. I like the other one better because you sure had a nice even number to graph. So what would be the polar form? It would be 4 square root of 2 cosine of 332.11 degrees plus I sine of 332.11 degrees. Okay, so that was this kind, and we just have one more kind left to go over.